conspiracy.
Right now we have the entrenched energy monopolies and cartels. You know, we have OPEC and we have the seven sister oil companies that control all the oil and energy. But what people have to understand is that the people who run the energy business in this world, which is the biggest business on the planet, turning over $4 to $5 trillion a year, it's bigger than guns and drugs, it's bigger than defense. They control the newspapers, they control the governments. But these companies are so big that they regulate the government, which regulates them.
In the early 1900s, Nikola Tesla, the inventor of AC electricity and radio, discovered a new way to make free energy to power cars, houses, and cities. Then the banks took away their money and support. Opponents said he was a liar and fraud. People stole his ideas, and when he died mysteriously as a poor and lonely man, the American government confiscated all his inventions and plans and made them top secret.
Why do some people want everything for themselves? Didn't they learn how to share when they were children?
In America after the Second World War, Dr. Thomas Henry Moray publicly demonstrated a working free energy generator that powered a wall of light bulbs. Constant harassment, burglaries, a fire which almost bankrupted Moray, then intimidation by the FBI prevented the invention ever reaching the public.
Why do so many people bully others? Were they bullied at home and school when they were children?
In the 1950s, Professor Phil Stone patented an invention that allowed a car to run on water. The American government made it a secret so he could not sell his invention.
Why do some people always want things their way? Didn't they learn understanding and tolerance when they were children?
In the 1970s, Frank Richardson and 4 scientists invented and patented a magnetic motor that ran without any fuel. 2 of the scientists died mysteriously, the invention was stolen, and Richardson went into hiding.
Why are there so many greedy people? Didn't they have enough food and love when they were children?
In the late 70s, an Australian inventor, Yule Brown, discovered a way to make hydroxy gas from water that could cut steel, weld metals, and also power a car. He was shot at and discouraged from ever working on cars.
In the late 90s, Stan Myers in America developed a water-powered Brown's gas engine. He was offered $1 billion to sell it to an oil company. He refused, and in 1998 he was poisoned and died. But imagine how much money you could save with a water-powered engine.
Thomas Vallone worked for the US Patent Office. He was fired in 1999 when he revealed that thousands of inventions were confiscated and made secret. The inventors were threatened with jail if they talked about their inventions. In America, Bill Williams made a Joe cell in 2006 that ran his truck on water. His life was threatened by 2 men with a gun, so he destroyed the invention.
Why are some people so mean and bossy? Didn't they learn compassion and cooperation when they were children?
In 1968, NASA scientist Daniel Dingle in the Philippines developed a water-powered car. For 30 years he drove his car and tried to sell his invention to help people in poor countries. He never succeeded in getting funding from the banks, and in 2009 he was arrested, charged that his invention was a fraud, and then jailed. He died in prison.
Why are so many people selfish and competitive? Were they always taught at home and school to win no matter what?
In America, Paul Pantone also developed a water-powered engine. In 2006, he was wrongfully imprisoned in a mental ward, and after years of harassment and death threats, he stopped working on his invention.
Why are there so many haters in the world? Didn't anyone love them when they were children?
Scientist Ari de Geus invented a free energy battery that was self-powering. He mysteriously died in 2007 at a US airport while on his way to a meeting in Europe to get funding to manufacture his invention. In Australia in the mid-2000s, the inventors of the cyclone magnetic engine demonstrated a working motor but were then charged with fraud by a government agency saying that it was impossible. Their engine and funds were confiscated and they were threatened with jail if they made another one to prove that it worked.
Why are there so many unbelievers? Was their imagination taken away when they were children?
The list of wonderful low-cost energy inventions suppressed and destroyed by governments and corporations that have a vested interest in preventing their development is huge. Why? How are we ever going to fix this planet and live in peace if we can't have clean, free energy?
My name is Marina. When I grow up, I really want the world to be a better place. So please, let the inventors fix our planet.